the guy who wore the Confederate flag is that it may be ill-advised to do so in New York, but the idea that anybody who wears the Confederate flag is by necessity a white-bread racist who wants to murder black people is a bunch of crap. Okay, that's. There's no doubt whatsoever that the Confederate flag originally was linked to slavery and racism. There's no doubt whatsoever that that's the truth. It is also the truth that in the 1940s, there were a lot of Southern people who were flying the Confederate flag over tanks that were liberating Auschwitz. So the idea that everybody who ever had the Confederate flag on their truck is somebody who is a member of the KKK, or everybody who has a Confederate flag at a NASCAR event is somebody who is deeply racist. Again, this is putting the onus on people. This is suggesting people are racist without evidence. I mean, like the flag means a lot of bad things to a lot of people for a lot of reasons, and I fully understand that. But to cast aspersions at people who do that when it is in fact a cultural totem in a lot of parts of the South, it's like when people. I hesitate to make a comparison because there really isn't one. But all I will say is that the quick overreaction that, oh my God, he's got a Confederate flag, dude must be burning crosses in his spare time, that's nonsense.
Sir, as you were talking about microaggressions, it reminded me of an article I read. I can't remember too many details, but there were students at a fairly liberal college who needed to go to counseling after seeing the Confederate battle flag on a student's laptop. And I was wondering, do you think that the Confederate battle flag is a racist symbol, or rather a sign of heritage and pride?
I mean, I think that for some people it's a racist symbol, and for some people it's a sign of heritage or pride. I mean, I don't think that historically there were a long period of time where it was clearly a racist symbol, and then it became for many people a sign of heritage and pride. So to deny that it's a Confederate battle flag and it had to do with the Confederacy that was preserving slavery would be historically ignorant. To deny that it was also being used and flown above tanks in World War II for people who were just proud of where they were from is also historically ignorant. So, you know, it means a lot of different things to a lot of different people, and one of the things that I object to is the implication that if somebody has a Confederate flag on the back of their truck, then this must be somebody who is an evil racist. Right? That's not true. That person might see it as a sign of heritage. You know, again, I think that we live in a country where my Twitter feed right now, this minute, if you check it, I'm sure, is filled with people calling me a kike, right? I mean, like this, like right now, these are all the Trump supporters because they're watching this live. So you know, that's in a free country, you're allowed to say what you want and do what you want. I think unlike the Confederate battle flag, I don't think the K word has a lot of different implications. But I do think that it's important for people to recognize that you can see different things in different ways, and that's okay without immediately just getting offended. Like it would have behooved those students to ask the kid, why the Confederate battle flag to me means a symbol of racism and Confederacy. What does it mean to you? Why is it on your laptop? And if the student said it doesn't mean racism to me, it means the flag that flew above my grandfather's tank in World War II to preserve our freedom, then maybe they should say, okay, well, I guess it just means different things to us, and move on with your life. If the greatest obstacle in your life is seeing a flag on the background of somebody's computer, you need more problems.
Thank you, sir.